Welcome or welcome back to Live to Fish, and if you're new to the channel, my name is Joe. I'm the host of Live to Fish. The primary focus of my channel is fishing both from the bank and also from my ultra skiff. Now, if you're not familiar with what the ultra skiff is, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button because you're not going to want to miss this season. But outside of all the fishing videos, I also do some product reviews, I do a lot of giveaways, and I also do a lot of product premieres. And in this case, we're going to take a look at the GoPro VOLTA. Now, if you have a YouTube fishing channel, YouTube channel in general, or you just have a GoPro for those family outings or those adventures out on the road, you are not going to want to miss today's episode because we have a lot going on about what the VOLTA is and how it could benefit you in your channel, or just benefit you as a GoPro user in general. So sit back and relax as we get to all things GoPro VOLTA right here on Live to Fish. All right, let's jump right into it. This is the VOLTA by GoPro. And no, the box did not come from GoPro damaged. This is something that I already opened ahead of time. So this is kind of a second unboxing. The reason why I unboxed it to begin with is to make sure it was charged up for this video. First thing you're going to notice when you get it, it is basically sealed with what I would refer to as Gorilla Glue. This thing was super sealed. There was had a tough time getting it open without tearing the package up here. I'll go ahead and pull this out. And it comes with a couple separate manuals here. You have one that has a quick user guide for the battery grip. The other one has a lot of more detailed product and safety instructions, so we're going to put that off to the side for right now. And you'll notice a few things within this recessed box here. We're going to go ahead and take a look at a few of the little accessories. First thing we're going to do is pull out this right here, and this is the universal mounting screw for GoPro accessories. Stick that off to the side. And you have a battery door, a spare battery door, much like that Soonsun battery door that I did that review on. Take a look at that. It's basically sealed. And it also has a rubber gasket on the back here. But you can see how it's recessed a little bit differently. We'll move along here. Right off to the side here, the packaging. All right, we'll skip along while I had to pull that out here. And this is the USB charging cable for the VOLTA. Okay, so here it is, the GoPro VOLTA. And what we're going to do is we're going to concentrate first on the control panel here on the GoPro VOLTA. You have a power mode, and this allows you to select from the time-lapse, movie, or photo on your GoPro, just like you would on your back screen, or the selection button on the side of your GoPro. Now, there's also a Bluetooth pairing button and a battery indicator that, when depressed, you can see how much power or life is left in the GoPro VOLTA. Now, fully charged is 5 dots. This one's fully charged and ready to go. Now, the middle button here, that is for recording, for starting and stopping. Keep in mind that once this is paired with your GoPro, this can be used as a remote. So you had your GoPro on a YOLO stick or some other device, maybe a different tripod, you could go ahead and use this record button to remotely activate the recording on your GoPro. All right, here's the external power cable that plugs into the GoPro once it's mounted. And right here, just under that, that's where you plug it in to charge it. Now again, this was opened up prior. It's all fully charged, so we're ready to go and take a look at some of the features. Here you have at the back of it, the tripod legs that open up. And you can set it down for doing various recordings. So let's fold that back up. And one thing I want to get to that's really cool, watch this. Flick that up, and now you have a GoPro mount on the side. That's right, you have one up here, but now you have one also on the back side, whatever you want to call this. The reason why I say that is because you can rotate this top mount any way you want. Now, the combinations with which you could use GoPro accessories with having this is just absolutely insane. You could put this onto a chesty, put your GoPro mounted here, and you have your battery pack all set and ready to go. Now, you also have another mounting bracket down here where you could screw that into a tripod and instantly give yourself an additional power source for a tripod mounted GoPro. Now we're going to go ahead and hook the GoPro up to it and take a look and see how it powers up. For demonstrative purposes of this video, I am using a GoPro Hero 10. The GoPro VOLTA is compatible with both the 9 and 10. However, you can pair it with previous models, but it is a little bit tricky. You'll have to go into your device and pair it as a remote, whereas the software in the 9 and 10 automatically recognize the VOLTA as a pairable device. Now, keep in mind, I have not tested this out personally, and your mileage may vary, only because I don't know what features may be or may not be available to prior models before the Hero 9. All right, let's take a look and see how this mounts here. We'll go ahead and put it into the universal bracket. Go ahead and take our mounting screw. Get it set up in there. And we're good. All right, now that we have it attached, we're going to go ahead and take off the battery compartment door, and we're going to replace it with the one that we received with the Volta. Now that's going to allow us to plug in that USB adapter into our GoPro to power it up. I know what you're thinking. Well, wait a second. There's a battery in there, right? You're right, there is. So that would obviously keep that battery charged or recharging while you're using your GoPro, extending the life of it. But unlike other battery packs, let's take a look and see what happens here if I open this back up, take out the battery, which I'm running the Enduro batteries, and I can't say enough good things about these. These are absolutely awesome. Highly recommended until, of course, I received the Volta. I'm going to go ahead and put that back on. Again, no battery in the system right now. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Everything's good to go. Okay, now I'm trying not to get the reflection from the ring light into this video. We're going to go ahead and power up the unit now. And it takes just a second to recognize the power unit and to power up the camera. And here we go. Fully powered up, and you're going to see the indicator right here says no battery. It says no battery on the GoPro because there is no battery internally, but it is running off the power here on the GoPro VOLTA. Now that 3 to 5 hour of power that they say that you're going to have, that's obviously going to fluctuate based on whatever settings you have for your recording. But you'll see here the indicator shows that it's in movie mode. So right now I have it set at 4K 30 in my looping for 5 minutes, and that's what it's set at. So if I want to go ahead and record, I just basically hit the record button and off it goes. Now it's recording. I want to stop it, and it's done. Now, if I wanted to use this as a remote, I would put an external battery, or I'm sorry, a battery pack back in there, throw the Enduro back in there, disconnect this, throw my GoPro wherever I want to get footage from, and go ahead and hit that record button. And it'll work up to, I want to say it's specified at 38 feet, which is pretty far. So we're going to go ahead and power this down now, turn it off. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you could configure this for, say, vlogging and also to do a live stream. That's right, you can set this up perfectly to do a live stream. And let me show you that. In order to show you how I would set up to do a live stream, I am going to use this phone holder here that has a GoPro adapter on it. This is something that does not come with the Volta. This comes with an accessory pack that you would purchase separately. But let's put all this together and take a look and see what it looks like. Here it is set up on the tripod, and you can see how it's set up with the phone adapter hanging off the back there. So you could be monitoring all the chat going on in your live stream while you're recording with your GoPro. Now keep in mind, even though the GoPro is now being powered by that battery pack, you could, in turn, set up your Subtig battery pack, another external battery pack, to this attachment here, and then attach on top of that your phone accessory. As you can see, the Volta is a pretty robust accessory and, in my opinion, a must-have. Now, at $129, it comes in a little bit steep, but is it really that steep? Let's take a closer look. Now, here's the argument I'm going to present for why this is such a great deal even at $129. I know it sounds like a lot, but let me tell you, it is actually a really, really good deal. Now, if you look at the Subtig, you can get the battery pack from YOLO Tech. At Bass Pro, I think it runs for around $70. But Subtig, this is the cheaper version off of Amazon, and it runs $39.99. Keep in mind that this Subtig battery pack does not include that USB access door. That's something you're going to need to purchase separately, and that's going to run you anywhere between, let's just say $11 and $15. All right, let's hop over to GoPro.com, and here you can see the remote for the GoPro Hero 9 and the GoPro Hero 10. It retails for $79.99. Now, once you add up the price for everything you just purchased, the Subtig, the access door, and the remote, you are well over $129, and you haven't even gotten to the issue of, hey, how do I mount it to a selfie stick and or a tripod? The Volta has that built into it, so you're getting quite a bargain for the $129. I know it doesn't look like it on the surface, but once you compare it to all of these accessories independently, it is definitely a good deal. Another thing to take into consideration is that if you purchased a GoPro recently over the holidays and you got one of those annual subscription, the GoPro subscription account for $49 free wrapped up into your GoPro purchase, or if you're a GoPro subscriber for the $49 a year, either way, you get an additional 30% off the Volta. That's right, this Volta will come in at just around 90 bucks. That is a steal. Okay, here's the Volta as it is attached to the chesty accessory. And again, it rides a little high, but not quite as high as the Subtig external battery pack. It rides pretty decent, and actually the weight distribution is pretty good on it. It doesn't feel like it's going to flop over, kind of like with the Subtig. It's very centralized, and yeah, it definitely fits pretty good. One thing that I'm going to like about this, in addition to the extra 3 to 5 hours recording time that I'm going to get from the Volta, is the fact that all I need to do is take that mounting screw off, and I have a selfie stick, and I can do some underwater shots. Now again, this cable here, this is not waterproof, it's water resistant, but I can still stick that corner of the lens in the water and still get my recordings. Make sure I have my wrist strap on though. Now, for me personally, what I've looked at, what I've spent on third-party accessories to get everything I need in the Volta, this thing is a no-brainer for what I paid for it. Granted, I did pay just over $90 for this Volta unit, and that was through the GoPro subscription service. But even outside of that, at $129, I think I've shown you a pretty good argument for why the Volta is a very, very good buy. So let me know down in the comments below, is the Volta something you're interested in? Is it something that'll help you grow your YouTube channel? Is it something that might take a little bit of stress off your vacation, knowing that you have the battery power you need to record everything that you're gonna do? If you found this video useful, please do me a favor. Don't forget to hit that like, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to live to fish. I'm still working on hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I could really use your help. We will see you on the next video. In the meantime, I'm gonna be playing with the Volta. Be safe, be well, and as always, live to fish. Take care, everybody.